I am so excited to see this guy fight.
Bakhyaar Oryakhail.
We don't get many Sambo practitioners on Battle Arena.
But when we do, we get very excited. We start comparing them to the likes of Fedor and even more recently Khabib Nurmagomedov. And our man Bakhyaar Oryakhail is going to be carrying that on his shoulders. The entire Russian and Eastern Bloc style of fighting here is crashing into the Western Hemisphere and going to cause some damage, I hope. I'm not trying to be a traitor, I'm just saying.
Sambo is such an interesting style because usually a martial art has one kind of particular focus. But with Sambo, you know, they do some striking, they do some big takedowns, they do some ground and pound, they do the submissions, that nasty leg lock game that everyone's so scared of when they fight these Sambo practitioners. Under Battle Arena rules, I think you're only allowed a straight footlock, but that can still be lethal. And it'd be interesting to see if Bakhyaar tries to jump on an ankle.
Like you say, Chris, mix of styles, a bit of everything in every area. That's what makes these Sambo fighters so dangerous. And it's because they're focused and skilled in every area. As you'll know, a Sambo competition has a grappling aspect in the gi, well, at least with a gi top on, and then a punching and kicking aspect as well with throws involved.
Bakhyaar's classic mistake, amateur, learning as you go, struggling to find his gum shield. I think he's found it. There we go.
Got to keep those faces pretty, ladies and gentlemen. Even in sparring, make sure that you're wearing your gum shields.
I'm not entirely sure he's got one in.
It's about to be checked by Robin. Oh, it's coming. Kenneth Evenson from Frontline Academy. Norway's, the pride of Norway, really.
I think whenever we have these international shows, this Night of Champions, we're getting fighters from all over Europe come over. And this is, anyone that's going to go and travel that distance, they have confidence in their skills and their ability. And we've seen fighters from Frontline on Battle Arena before, and it's a super high-level gym. Excellent
jiu-jitsu practitioners over there in Norway. These Scandinavian countries are really great with their grappling, and honestly, you can't talk Kenneth Evenson without saying what an amazing tattoo that is on his back. That samurai-style tattoo, I think I have to make my pick even right now just based on the ink on his back.
And Frontline, they sent 3 of their jiu-jitsu competitors over to the no-gi worlds, and they came home with 3 silvers. So we're talking super high-level grappling. And they also have UFC fighter Jack Hermanson, who's a regular in the gym. So we know that Kenneth is coming in and he's getting a lot of training with some high-level sparring partners.
That trickle-down effect, everything coming from the world-class competitions going into Frontline Academy. Yeah, maybe an excellent display of jiu-jitsu in the cage as well from Kenneth Evans. We need something, a style versus style aspect. And what I love about Sambo is that they can put punches and takedowns together so well. I say that, and Evenson throws a big right hand and gets a big double into the air.
Now I've got the Sambo guy on his back. It's complete opposite of what I predicted. It's always good.
We see Oryakhail moving his hips around, looking maybe for a triangle. He's punching from the bottom as well and kicking upwards.
Kenneth looks very composed on top. He's moving well, looking to pass the guard, leaning back. It's very, even now just bouncing on his feet. He's clearly very comfortable in there.
Oryakhail looking for an up kick from the ground there in guard, and it can be dangerous if you try to engage from there.
Great catch of that kick.
So far,
another. Oryakhail desperately wants this to the floor, I think.
So far, the strength difference is evident. Kenneth Evenson just having his way, really mauling Oryakhail.
We've seen 2 really slick takedowns from Kenneth.
And 2 takedowns that he had an initial lift in, and then was able to finish after the opponent had re-engaged his foot onto the ground.
Wow, look at that very slick pass to half guard. And Oryakhail's not even locking it up. He's looking for that leg lock. We talked about this as they came out. I said, you've got to watch the Sambo guys in that leg lock. And I think that's exactly what he's going for. He's going for that leg reap, and he's looking for that leg.
Meanwhile, now he's getting turned over in half guard. Kenneth Evenson had landed some big right hands there, it seemed, and now he's getting all tied up. And look for Oryakhail to maybe get under that left leg of Kenneth Evenson and try to go for a bit of deep half work in order to stand back up. But he seems content right now to use that overhook to stall the action.
It's a very unusual way to hold half guard. That's kind of triangling his leg. Yeah, you don't see that in jiu-jitsu too much because people are too worried about the leg reap, but Oryakhail is comfortable.
Ooh, Kenneth lands a big hammer fist coming down onto the ground there, and now I believe he's passed into mount. He's got a low mount there.
Look at that pressure from Kenneth. Mount wide knees, hips low. He's putting pressure. I think he's actually maybe looking for a submission, maybe an arm triangle. He's working that arm up. Oh, O'Hyle's in all kinds of trouble. He needs to keep the elbow down.
He's doing well, too. He's pushing with his legs, trying to buck and move Kenneth Evanson's weight forward. Kenneth Evanson's got those grapevines.
Say, it's some powerful grapevines. He's got really good hip pressure. I've been so impressed by Kenneth's grappling here. O'Hyle's trying to do the sneak out the back technique. Sometimes very effective, but I think Kenneth is too high and too low. You see how Kenneth dropped his weight straight away and got his shoulders low so that legs over the back wouldn't catch him. Yes. Oh, but now he might have got it.
He has his ankles in front.
We can see O'Hyle use this to escape and then maybe switch straight to a leg lock or something. That's what he's looking for. Ooh, very nearly got the escape.
A lot of energy there wasted by O'Hyle. Kenneth Evenson pushing his weight downwards.
O'Hyle's at the back. Very impressive escape there by O'Hyle. And he's looking for that leg. And oh, great. Oh,
big right
shot.
hand on his way up. That might have O'Hyle hurt. Kenneth Evanson's really working hard here. He's using a great mix of grappling and punching. Ends the first round in mount. Very strong showing from Kenneth Evenson. Both fighters are fired up.
I'm impressed with the composure of O'Hyle. He didn't seem to panic when he was under there getting, receiving a few punches. The one mistake he made, he was trying to throw shots as he was escaping, and it kind of slowed down his escape and meant Kenneth could stay on top of him and get back. And they hit him with that one big shot that rocked him and got him straight back to the mat. I think O'Hyle, he needs to move around, stay on his feet, look for those punches, and Kenneth has got to pretty much do the same thing. Get a quick takedown. We've seen him get 2 slick, easy-ish looking takedowns. Just repeat that.
Yeah, Kenneth was able to get underneath O'Hyle and lift him high into the sky here in Birmingham tonight, but O'Hyle's still got a chance. I think he's got to stop being so, if you'll excuse the expression, leg blind. He's blind to everything except for the leg. He's looking for that ankle lock, and he's happy to accept bottom position. He needs to try to establish himself on top, I feel, that the Sambo fighter needs to do. He needs to get on top early in this round and start moving the momentum more towards his side.
You've got to be willing to adapt constantly in a fight. That's the mark of a great fighter, is to, you start out with the game plan, but sometimes it's got to change. Kenneth is so confident on his feet. O'Hyle's a little bit flat-footed, kind of telegraphs a bit, but Kenneth just looks so relaxed. He's constantly throwing little feints, little movements. It's so hard to predict. He's got that little hip feint going on. Very impressive.
Slapping leg kick there. And another one.
Oh, great left hook and right uppercut. Right. What a combination. It's into the takedown.
He's back around the hips, and you can take him down quite easily there with that double leg.
That combination 2 takedown was very impressive. Sometimes we see fighters and they get stuck doing one thing. They're just strikers or they're just grapplers. But Kenneth clearly does a lot of sparring, mixing everything together.
And notice as he was backing him up there, he wasn't getting caught with any shots. O'Hyle really wasn't putting anything in. And now he's got a high elbow guillotine.
Deep.
Arm out.
Look at that Marcellatine. Elbow over the back, sinking it in tight. That is right under his chin. I think O'Hyle's going to go out if he's not careful. This is getting a nice crank
Kenneth could pull guard here as well to try to finish.
O'Hyle
has the tap. It was an excellent guillotine.
That was a super impressive guillotine. That was it's called the...
A little bit of mix of words there.
Maybe they're not happy before. Oh, there's a groin strike that Kenneth wasn't very happy about, but...
After 58 seconds of the second round, we have your winner by a guillotine from the blue corner, Kenneth Evenson.
Punches to the groin are not a legit way of escaping guillotines.